Hi, my name is Benjamin Gerald. Jimmy Frimmel and I will cover significant 2025 updates to FDM 211 in this presentation. The major changes to this chapter include modifications to FDM 211.2.3 for hydroplaning risk analysis, modifications to the managed lane separation section in FDM 211.3.3, modifications to exhibits 211-3 through 211-6, and clarifications on stopping sight distance, object and eye height in FDM 211.10.1. So Jimmy will get us started by covering the hydroplaning risk analysis changes to this chapter, and then I'll cover the rest of the changes.
This section more clearly defines the components of a hydroplaning risk analysis and when they are required. One critical item was the inclusion of the pavement conditions report as an element of the analysis. This was added so that the cracking, or especially the rutting condition of the roadway, can be taken into consideration, as these are items that will be likely corrected by virtue of the resurfacing process. The reference to the hydroplaning prediction tool was moved to the following section. Some guidance was changed with regards to the hydroplaning prediction tool. This tool is but a component of the overall analysis and attempts to predict the speed at which the hydroplaning may occur in a given area. It's important to keep in mind that the results of this model do not take into account the many other factors that may contribute to hydroplaning, such as vehicle weight, tire pressure, pavement conditions, and the like. The results of this analysis are intended to be a component of the overall analysis. Nothing changed with respect to the facilities and situations subject to the hydroplaning analysis procedure, but was updated for clarity and to include all wet weather crashes attributable to the substandard geometrics rather than those where hydroplaning is explicitly noted as the cause in the crash reports. This change helps ensure that potentially attributable wet weather crashes are not missed during the safety review period. The documentation section was updated to summarize the minimum required components of the analysis. These items are typically included as part of design exception and variation packages and as readily available information. The timing element ensures that these analyses are completed early enough in the design process so that any roadway design modifications or mitigation strategies have time to be incorporated into the project.
For the managed lane separation section, we modified terminology for the buffer separation with tubular markers treatment by replacing buffer separation with contiguous separation. We also modified the criteria for this treatment type, changing the minimum 4-foot buffer width to a maximum width of 3 feet for contiguous separation in Figure 211.3.2 and in this section. Due to this change in separation width, consideration should be given to transitions between new and adjacent roadway segment treatments and should be done in consultation with the district traffic operations engineer. The buffer separation with pavement markings type was also deleted from this list of separation treatment types, reducing the number of treatment types from 5 to 4. The changes were made to this chapter to be more consistent with the new manual on uniform traffic control devices. And exhibits 211-3 through 211-6 were modified along with the changes to the managed lane separation section. Buffer separation was replaced with contiguous separation. We also replaced express lane markers with tubular markers to be consistent with the specifications and other FDM sections. We added language regarding stopping sight distance, object, and eye height similar to the language found in FDM 210 to clarify the minimum stopping sight distance requirements for new construction and resurfacing projects on limited access facilities, and to be consistent with the minimum K values and notes in Table 211.9.2. Thank you for listening to this webinar, and please let us know if you have any questions.